appears we have a very special guest with us here tonight. You know, this reminds me that the Lexington Philharmonic is a big extended family. We've got the older generation, the younger generation, and those of us who are just in the middle. But it feels good to be back home, and it feels good to see Dr. Zack again. Good evening, everyone. My name is John Morton, and I'm the chair of the Lexington Philharmonic Orchestra Foundation, the endowment arm of the Lexington Philharmonic. I'm sure many of you recognize Dr. Zack right off the bat. And for those of you who may be newcomers, we're honored to have with us Dr. George Zack, Lexphil's Music Director Emeritus and Conductor Laureate. If you aren't familiar with him, then on your way out, I suggest you look for the bronze plaque memorializing the importance that he had to the Philharmonic and to this building. He's a truly unforgettable figure to both our Lexington Philharmonic family of musicians and supporters, as well as the entire Lexington community. Known as the People's Maestro, he served as Lexphil's music director for an incredible 37 years, from 1972 to 2009. He started the year I graduated from Henry Clay High School. I'm not sure which of this that makes me feel older, but during that time, he and many devoted music lovers built a professional orchestra right here in Lexington. I had the exciting opportunity to be president of the board of directors while Dr. Zack was the music director. He and his late wife, Carrie, were beloved figures in our community, raising their beautiful family here and creating lifelong friendships. History is often our best teacher for how to move forward, and we are honored to celebrate the contributions of Dr. Zack and his service to our community, our orchestra, and of course, the music. We recognize the broad shoulders on which we all stand and value to continue to build on his legacy so that the next generation will have the benefit of a strong foundation on which to continue to bring music, learning, and community building to Lexington. Without further ado, George is going to share some comments with us.
Microphone in my pocket. It's a pleasure to conduct you. I conduct everybody. I've had the distinct pleasure and the honor of being your music director for 37 years. And it's something I never took lightly. When you stand on a 4x4 foot box and you turn your back on people that could throw things. It takes a certain skill to be able to get up there and do that. I've never criticized the conductor. It takes too much to get up there in the first place. This young lady, she's got it all, doesn't she? I want to keep her here too. When I came down here from northern Ohio to sign a contract, it was exactly, almost to the day, 51 years ago. I was to sign a contract that I'd never seen, and I thought we could negotiate. You don't know Mr. Coleman, 86-year-old chairman of the board. He said, "We don't negotiate, here's your contract." It wasn't 17 pages long, it wasn't even 7 pages long. It was not 7 paragraphs long. I will summarize it quickly. It said, "We are hiring you to do 5 pairs of concerts and 1 out-of-town concert for a certain amount of money," which was $500 as a cut that I had to take to come down here to take this job. And the job description was, he will do these concerts and anything else that needs to be done. You think it's funny? I think it's stupid. I signed it. I have a copy of it in my file, and I have the original. It's yellow. It's on 1 page, and it was very easy to sign because that's the job of a music director. You don't even know what that means, do you? I had to give a talk at the national conference on what is a music director. No one could answer the question. Conductor sitting out there said, well, it's something conductors are. No, it's not. It's above all that other stuff. When you sign that contract, you ought to know what you're getting into. It's everything else that needs to be done. Work with the musicians, this great orchestra, with Dan Mason, our wonderful concertmaster who was with me 16 years. We had such a good time with this. And we did one thing for sure. We made sure that our boss was happy. Not Mr. Coleman. You ain't happy. Nobody up here is happy. We don't come up here just to play music we want to and hope that you might like it. We desperately want you to love what we do. You are the boss. You've got to remember that. When a conductor doesn't do that, and you don't feel that, time to move on. But the thing is, we have to know that going in. You can't learn it on the box. I want to thank you for having me back. It's so lovely to be remembered, especially some of these old and dear friends in the orchestra. I just can't tell you how much this means to me. That was a funny baton, but here is a wonderful baton case. Your name is on it. Good night. They want you to say hello.
Thank you so much, George. I've been waiting for this time I could meet you because I've heard so much about you, and I want to thank you for your kindness and for everything you have been doing for this community. We will, do our best to steward your legacy, 37 years of wonderful work, and I want to also give you a little gift from us all. Bonjour, Jon.
Bonjour.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it, please, for the people's maestro, Dr. George Zack, our music director emeritus.